What a way to kick off the road to WrestleMania. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. And tonight, I give you guys the results of the 32nd Annual Royal Rumble. And I wanted to say, what a amazing night. Obviously, TakeOver Phoenix last night was incredible. Although, again, if you guys saw that video, I did say that I was a bit disappointed with the women's title matchup between Belair and Baszler, but tonight's card tore the house down, and we kick it off with a tag team match that was announced during the kickoff show as the Raw Tag Team Champions Bobby Roode and Chad Gable took on the team of Razor from AOP and Scott Dawson of the Revival. Now, we do know that Akam is out with an injury. He will be out for at least a couple months, so he might be able to make it for WrestleMania. But honestly, it really did not matter because Roode and Gable defeated Razor and Dawson via a pinfall. Because Dawson and Razor, well, they didn't really get along. And then, of course, we move on to the United States Championship as Rusev put his title on the line against Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, the closing moments of the match, Nakamura, being as crafty as he is, he untied the turnbuckle. Lana stepped in, and Rusev accidentally knocked Lana from the apron down to the floor, crushing her ankle, which allowed Nakamura to hit Rusev with a Kinshasa to the back of the neck, once becoming a two-time United States champion. And then from there we move on to the Cruiserweight Championship as the powerhouse Buddy Murphy put his Cruiserweight title on the line against Kalisto, Hideo Itami, and Akira Tozawa. Probably one of the, oh my god, guys, if you saw that match, I was speechless. I was so speechless that at the end of the match, Buddy Murphy hit Murphy's Law on Hideo Itami to retain the Cruiserweight Championship, proving his dominance in the Cruiserweight division. And with that said, we move on to the main card, which kicked off with Asuka defeating Becky Lynch via a tap out to retain the SmackDown Women's title. Trust me, guys, if you guys did not watch this, I'm just like mind blown with how many submission holds these two women used on each other, and it ended with Asuka applying the Asuka lock on Becky Lynch, but bridging with Becky's face down on the mat, and she had no choice but to tap out. Of course, I will not take anything away from Becky Lynch because, well, I'll get to that in just a moment. And then, of course, the SmackDown Tag Team titles were on the line as The Bar defended the titles against the team of The Miz and Shane McMahon. Back and forth, probably the biggest highlight of the match, Shane McMahon hitting a shooting star press on Sheamus to pick up the victory. I don't even know how to make of it, but I do know that this is the Miz's, I think this is Miz's 5th tag team title. I'm not entirely sure because I know he was a champion with John Morrison. He was a champion with The Big Show. He was a champion with John Cena, and I believe with Damian Sandow. So yeah, I believe this is his 5th tag team title, but Shane's first. His first title in over a decade. So congrats to The Miz and Shane. There's going to be a celebration. And then we move on to a battle for not brand supremacy, but faction supremacy, I'll say. As Ronda Rousey of the 4 Horsewomen of MMA put the Raw Women's title on the line against Sasha Banks of the 4 Horsewomen of WWE. This was a battle of just like the Asuka Lynch match, this was a battle of submission. Sasha Banks held her own in the match. But in the end, Ronda Rousey, shockingly enough, actually hit Sasha Banks with Piper's Pit and pinned her to retain the Raw Women's title. Now, normally, Ronda Rousey would make her opponents tap out to win a match, but in this case, she pinned Sasha Banks, which is very rare. You see that, very rare. Of course, a show of respect, shook hands, they embraced. Sasha Banks threw up the 4, obviously proving that the 4 horsewomen of WWE is here to stay. So now we move on to the first of 2 Royal Rumble matches. This one is for the women's match, and I actually have the card on here, and I'm going to tell you exactly in order who came in first and who came in last. From number 1 down to 30, Lacey Evans, Natalya, Mandy Rose, Liv Morgan, Mickie James, Ember Moon, Billie Kay, Nikki Cross, Peyton Royce, Tamina, Xia Li from NXT, Sarah Logan, Charlotte Flair, Kairi Sane from NXT, Maria Kanellis, Naomi, Candice LeRae from NXT, Alicia Fox, Casey Catanzaro from the Performance Center, Zelina Vega, Ruby Riott, Dana Brooke, Io Shirai from NXT, Rhea Ripley from NXT UK, Sonya Deville, the return of Alexa Bliss, Bayley. Originally, it was supposed to be Lana. Originally, but because of what happened earlier during the kickoff show, Becky Lynch took over, and she entered the match at number 28. And then number 29 was Nia Jax, and number 30, obviously we know, is Carmella. Now, Rhea Ripley dominated. She eliminated. Let's see. She eliminated 3 people, only to be eliminated by Bayley. But in the end, there were 3 women left: Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair. Becky Lynch eliminated both Nia Jax and Charlotte Flair to become the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble match. Now, as for who she will face, odds are you would have to say Ronda Rousey, seeing as how she's still the champion, and odds are she'll headline WrestleMania, so you would think. But it is her choice. Alright, so from there we move on to the WWE title, as the new Daniel Bryan defended the title against the phenomenal AJ Styles. This was a 5-star match, hands down. These guys were going at it with the... It was basically a battle between the label lock and the calf crusher, but unfortunately it all went south when the referee was knocked out cold and Eric Rowan attacked AJ Styles with a choke slam, and because of Eric Rowan, Daniel Bryan defeated AJ Styles via a pinfall to retain the WWE title, and then after the match they both attacked him. So hands down, we could see an alliance. Maybe we might see the Wyatt family return. No one knows. And from there we move on to a match I thought was going to end the right way, as the Beast Brock Lesnar defended the Universal title against Finn Balor. Finn Balor started the match, just dominated, completely dominated the match until just pushed Brock Lesnar's abdomen into the corner of the announce table. Now, obviously, if you guys recall, a number of years back, Brock Lesnar fought diverticulitis, which caused him to retire from UFC and come back to WWE. So that kind of went south, and as soon as Finn Balor hit the coup de grace on Brock Lesnar, out of nowhere, Brock Lesnar kicked out and applied the Kimura lock on Finn Balor. Now we rarely see that submission hold applied by Brock Lesnar, and unfortunately Finn Balor had no choice but to tap out. I believed in Finn Balor. I thought Finn Balor was going to pull it off, but Unfortunately not. And then after the match, yeah, I think Brock Lesnar became a believer because he attacked Finn Balor with multiple suplexes and then hit him with an F5 because during the match he could not attempt the F5. So, yeah. And now we move on to the men's Royal Rumble match. Now, I have to admit, this was probably the most stacked matchup ever in the last 5 years. From number 1 to 30, we had Elias, Hall of Famer Double J Jeff Jarrett. Shinsuke Nakamura entered at number 3. Kurt Angle, a Hall of Famer. Big E, the new NXT North American Champion Johnny Gargano, Jinder Mahal, Samoa Joe, Kurt Hawkins of all people, Seth Rollins, Titus O'Neil. You guys are probably wondering if he slid underneath the bottom rope, underneath the apron. No, he did not. Actually, no, he didn't. Which I found pretty funny. But he did get eliminated within like 5 seconds, which was pretty funny. Kofi Kingston, Mustafa Ali, Dean Ambrose, No Way Jose, who ended up being eliminated within like less than a second. And then Drew McIntyre, Xavier Woods, the WWE United Kingdom Champion, Pete Dunne, Andrade, Apollo Crews, Aleister Black. If you guys saw the NXT TakeOver Phoenix review, I called it. And it happened. Aleister Black was in the Royal Rumble match. I called it. And then Shelton Benjamin, Baron Corbin, Jeff Hardy, Rey Mysterio, Bobby Lashley, who ended up getting eliminated by Seth Rollins within like within 2 seconds. Boom, gone. Braun Strowman, who replaced John Cena because a couple weeks ago John Cena had injured his ankle. So Braun Strowman took his place. The return of Dolph Ziggler, Randy Orton, and originally it was supposed to be R-Truth. But Nia Jax became the 4th woman in history to enter a men's Royal Rumble match. Obviously, first there was Chyna, then there was Beth Phoenix, then there was Karma, or if you guys seen her on Impact Wrestling, she was known as Awesome Kong, and now Nia Jax, the 4th woman in history, only to be eliminated by Rey Mysterio. Which, Dolph Ziggler, Mysterio, and Randy Orton just beat her up. Literally, I was just laughing. I'm like, that just happened. So it came down to the final 4. It came down to Seth Rollins, Andrade, Dolph Ziggler, and Braun Strowman. Andrade was eliminated by Strowman. Dolph Ziggler was eliminated by Braun Strowman. But in the end, a blackout stomp on Braun Strowman to the apron gave Seth Rollins the win. So Seth Rollins has won the men's Royal Rumble match. Congratulations to Seth Rollins on that huge victory, entering the match at number 10, no less. As to who he'll choose, my guess, probably Brock Lesnar, since he does have some unfinished business with Brock Lesnar. So with that being said, that is going to do it for the Royal Rumble results. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. And do not forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new videos that's coming your way. And on that, and also before I forget, another thing that I forgot to mention in last night's TakeOver review is that we now know that a week from tonight will be the Super Bowl. So during the halftime show on YouTube, the WWE Network, Facebook, and Twitter, there will be WWE Halftime Heat, where as part of the NXT brand, we will have a 6-man tag team match after what happened after TakeOver went off the air. So it'll be Ricochet, Aleister Black, and the Velveteen Dream teaming up to take on the NXT champion Tommaso Ciampa, Adam Cole of the Undisputed Era, and the new North American champion Johnny Gargano. So I will definitely do a review on Halftime Heat. I really don't know what's gonna go on with that one, but I will be doing that video. And if you guys want to send in fan mail, the address is down below. Send in fan mail. I would love to hear from you guys. Twitter, Instagram, links are down below. All that good stuff. And on that, this is your boy Nash here, signing out.